There were two monks. This is the incident of Japan. The master was old, and the disciple was still young. Both used to roam all over Japan, singing the songs of God, remembering Him, and encouraging other people to do the same. The time of rain was near, according to the rules. After traveling for 8 months, they had to spend 4 months of rain in their hut. The same thing happens in Buddhist tradition. Buddhist monks roam around for 8 months and initiate people. But when the time comes, they have to stay at a certain place during the whole rainy season, which is probably why the establishment of Buddhist monasteries was started, so that the Buddhist monks could stay there during the rainy season. So both of them returned to their hut. They had a small hut on the bank of the lake in a dense forest. When both reached near the hut, they saw that half thatch was missing from his hut, and scattered here and there. Only half thatch was left. It was a small hut, and now it didn't even have a half thatch. The storm that came last night took away half of the thatch. The rain was on the head. The hut is also in the forest, so more nothing could be done. Seeing all this, the young disciple shouted with anger, "That's why I say to you that there is no use in worshiping, reciting, meditating on that God. All this has been done by Him. The palace is safe for sinners, and we the mystics had a small hut and snatched it too. There is no point in bowing down in front of this ruthless God every day." The disciple was murmuring all this in anger that suddenly his eyes fell on his master. He was sitting on his knees with great joy, raising his head towards the sky, with folded hands, thanking God. Tears of ultimate contentment are flowing from his eyes, and looking at the sky humming, he is saying, "O God, it is all your grace. You must have stopped it. Otherwise, what is the trust of the storm? It would have taken away the whole thatch. Surely you must have stopped her in the middle and saved half the thatch. What about the storm? It is very cruel, but you are very kind. You have saved at least half a thatch." Seeing this, the disciple got very angry on his guru. Then both of them went inside. It seems that both are entering the same hut, but in reality, both were entering different huts, 2 different types of people, one satisfied and the other dissatisfied. The situation is the same for both, but the expressions of both are different. For one, the hut is half broken, for the other half is left. Both of them slept at night, but the disciple who was there could not sleep at night, kept on changing sides all night. He was worried about the fact that he did not know when the rain would come, although the rain had not come till now, but he is worried and upset about it. He is thinking, he is not able to sleep. But how can he sleep? This is some sleeping place. Thinking of all this, his anger was increasing. But the guru slept very deeply that night. When his eyes opened at 4 o'clock in the morning, he saw the moon shining in the sky from the half-broken hut. He wrote a poem on it which meant, "How beautiful is this view. If we had known in advance that being half a hut, we can sleep, and we can also see this beautiful moon made by you, then we would not have bothered your storm so much that it takes away half the thatch. We would have dropped it ourselves, but we remained fools who stayed away from this beautiful scene for so many years. How close was this moon? How close was this sky? But we hid ourselves from it. We did not know. So forgive us. Otherwise your storm would not have been needed. We would have dropped it ourselves." Only a contented person can do this. Who can sing songs, hum, write poems even in such circumstances? What can anyone take away from such a contented person? One who can sing such songs, not in compulsion, not in a state of helplessness, because these are the work of the weak, stupid, and impotent, who after having lost everything, then pretend to be content, hope, if they were already satisfied, so no one can snatch anything from them. Because what can you take away from a content person? You can take away his outer belongings, but still, you will not be able to take away anything from him. He will remain where he was before, because his wealth is internal, which no one can take away. Everything is a game of our attitude, how we see the events that happen to us. If our attitude is negative, then we will miss something even in the best situation. But if the attitude of looking at the world is positive, then a person manages to find positive for himself, even in the worst of circumstances. And a person with a positive attitude is happy and full of hope in every situation. Gautam Buddha often told his disciples that I do not look at what has been done, but I focus on what can be done in future. You people must have also noticed many times that when we start thinking good continuously, then many good events start happening to us. This is because when we keep positive thinking and are filled with good hopes for the future, then our attention shifts from the problem of anything to its possibilities. And when the possibilities are worked out, its results are positive and in line with our expectations. If you people want to feel the power of positive thinking, then for a month from today, you start looking at all your problems as a possibility, an opportunity. But it will not be so easy, because your mind has taken it as a problem for many years. So as soon as you come to your unconscious state, your mind will see them as a problem again. But you have to constantly remind yourself that it's not a problem. Rather, a possibility is hidden for me. If you are really successful in doing this exercise for 30 days, then after 30 days, you will find that your view of the world has changed completely. It is rightly said by someone that, change your thinking, then the world will change. Thank you for joining me on this journey of embracing simplicity and finding the true essence of life. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more thought-provoking content